Hi, I'm Ashley James, and this video is just going to be about something that I get asked quite a bit, and that is, what's the difference between a transgender person and a drag queen? One is a job, and one is a lifestyle. So let me try and break this down. One is, a transgender person is somebody that lives their life as a woman 7 days a week. They would go get their groceries as a woman, they would fill a car up full of petrol, go in a working environment. They are a woman through and through, 7 days a week, 24/7. No questions asked. A drag queen is somebody that gets paid to become a character, gets paid to be a character. They have an alter ego, a bit like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. For all the single ladies out there, they get paid to be that character. They have very over the top names. Everything's very over the top. They are fantastic entertainers and really lovable characters. But that is what it is. It is a character. So there's your differences. One's a job, one's a lifestyle, one's permanent, one's a weekend, maybe a few days in the week kind of thing. Like I said, it's something that I get asked a lot. How can you identify the differences? Just look for the signs. So, in person, one of the good things you could look for is the name. If their name is something really over the top and not a realistic name, then that points more towards drag queen. If the name is Darren or really butch like that, then it's probably going to be a drag queen. And then if the name's quite a generic name, like quite a run-of-the-mill name, just a female name, then that's going to maybe go more towards transgenders. Because I understand when you meet somebody for the first time, especially if it's in a nightclub or in some crazy atmosphere, you don't know that person's lifestyle. You don't know what that person's doing with their life to know what to bracket them as, even though no one should have a bracket. Unfortunately, this is the society we live in. Trust me, I'm quite aware of this. Another thing you could look for is mannerisms. It's like, I've just moved my hair then, in just a normal way, but then a lot of the times, it can be very over the top with a drag queen. So look for the mannerisms. Mannerisms can tell if it's quite a natural thing. I think that's something you can't really teach yourself. It's just what comes natural, the flow of the person. So the name's something, and the mannerisms is another. Another thing you could look for is, especially on social network sites, I get asked quite a few times on social network sites, like, how can you tell? And on that one, just look at the consistency of the person. If that person's consistent on one picture, if they're looking like a woman, then on the next picture, if they've got short hair, bristly face, and no t-shirt on, and they're exposing everything, then again, they sway more to being a drag queen. Clearly, there's two different people right there. So look at the consistency of the person. If they're consistent, if every photo is woman, 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 this is who I am, then no questions asked. Another thing I feel is, if you are out and about, or you ever come in contact with a transgender person or a drag queen, is to just call them what you see it. So if this is a male dressing as a female, and you can clearly tell that this is a female image they're trying to portray, then call them she. Don't call them the gender of what you think they are. Call them what they're trying to portray. I'm pretty sure that a drag queen is not going to be offended if you turned around and said, she is looking fierce. They are that character. They will have, I should imagine they will have no problem with that. But yet a transgender person might be insulted if you call that person a he when they're a she. So call it what you see it. It saves you being corrected because you've called them the wrong gender. It saves upsetting or offending that person, and it saves them pulling you up on it. It saves them correcting you on what gender role they prefer to be called. So that's what my biggest advice is as well, is call it what you see it, call it the role they are trying to portray. So there's your differences. There's a couple of things you can look for: mannerisms, the name, and the consistency of the person. Call the person what they're clearly trying to portray as a gender role. And that's about it. That's my little rant over with the whole situation. Like I said, it is something I get asked a lot, so I just want to break it down. I am going to be making more videos. I'm going to try and make one once a week, maybe a little bit more if I find the time. I do quite a lot of modelling, and you can check out my pictures on Instagram or Facebook. The links are on my actual channel page, so feel free to go and follow and like and do your thing. Like I said, I do a lot of modelling, so if you ever like any of the makeup tutorials, because on a lot of my photos I do my own makeup and things like that, it's something that I have been thinking about doing. Well, it's been requested quite a lot of me, but I just think it's very typical of me to be doing that kind of video. I think it's very, oh, Ashley James is doing a makeup tutorial video. It's just no surprise, and I like to be somebody that thinks outside the box. But I am more than up for doing it. I've got a massive interest in makeup, and if you guys see an image that you like and it's requested enough, then I will recreate that whole image for you guys. So feel free. And that's me done. I do last of all just want to say I want all our loves and prayers go to the horrific thing that's happened in Boston and America at the moment, and I just hope that this life, this world that we live in, improves. There is some really not very pleasant people out there, and I think we should all appreciate what we've got a lot more. Like I said, I think all our love and prayers should go right there at the moment. So thank you for watching. AJ.